tonight. It's Lucy, we called supervisor here. Supervisor Conrad, here, I'm here. Township managers here. Trustee Bowman is absent. Trustee Seitz. Here. Trustee Wood for DK. Here. And trustee Griffin. Here. Okay. Please stand and join me in the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Next on the agenda is the award of the township scholarships. As long as I have a captive audience, I would like to just share some information with you. Ela Township does maintain the Historical Society building that's located on Main Street in downtown Zurich, in case you weren't unaware of that. And I was provided some information which I think is really kind of interesting, and I thought I'd just share it with you. They created on their website, they have like a talking speech about different historical sites around the lake. And you can either walk around and access it by doing the QR code. It tells you where to stop, and then they describe what's happened there, the history behind it. Or you can actually just go on your computer and click on it. It gives a little picture of the location, and it has a description either in writing or they will read it to you. So you have it either way. So there's 15 stops they created, and they're all on the website. So I just thought it was kind of interesting, and I just thought I'd share it with you. So you would go to elahistoricalsociety.com. Okay, welcome. Do we have enough chairs for everybody? Great, thank you. Awesome. All right, so now we'll move on to the award of the township scholarships. Thanks for coming out, for all of you coming this evening. We're happy to share your achievements. For those of you who may not know, resident tax dollars are not used for the funding of these scholarships. Instead, this money is collected from Lake Zurich High students who rent our parking spaces for the school year at Community Park next to the Township Fire Department. Due to hybrid and e-learning this past year, the parking lot remained empty and no income was received. However, the board decided to distribute the remaining money in this fund, hence the reason only 6 scholarships are being awarded this evening. We realize that your last year of high school has been anything but normal, but wanted to recognize some of our outstanding residents and acknowledge your hard work and dedication to our community. Trustee Sykes served on the youth committee with me again this year. Together, we had the difficult decision of narrowing down our recipients from all the submitted applications, so thank you. And he will join me in recognizing you. So I will call your names, and if you can come forward, I will have some pictures, and we'll have one group shot at the end then, okay? Thanks. Nothing, that's why I'm first. What's your step?
Move your microphone.
I already said it was good. Okay, so first up we have Anthony and Cecil. Attending Quincy University, and he is doing an aviation management and piloting will get a pilot, and hopefully get a commercial license. So maybe one day he'll be a pilot and flying fighter. Okay, right. Ginger, Mirabelli. Ginger will be attending St. Louis University, and she's going to be majoring in nursing. She's going to be a pediatric intensive care unit nurse at a level 1 trauma center. And hopefully we don't see her at all. Thank you. Next we have Rena Kim. Rena will be attending the University of Michigan in Ann Arbor with a major in communication and media. She hopes to be head of marketing and communications for a major corporation. Next is Marilyn. Gloria, actually, sorry. Marilyn is a very interesting major. She's going to the University of Southern California and making a world bachelor in business. And for some of you who don't know what that is, because I know that, I gotta look it up. She's interested in environmental business, and once she completes this program, she will earn 3 degrees from 3 different research universities in 3 different partners.
Wow.
One in Hong Kong and the other one in Italy. Yeah, so that's pretty big stuff. Good for you. Next is Kate Wisniewski. All right, great. Kate's going to the University of Kentucky, and she's going to major in interior design. She's looking forward to a career in commercial design and hopes to start her own company someday. So strange to us this year. The special award from the Township of Illinois, the city scholarship program also. So, this is going to Harper, a major in business, and he plans to earn an associate's degree at Harper and then transfer to Florida University. If the board could stand or join us, or that's great.
Actually, you could take one picture, just for township record, and then we'll let everyone take pictures.
Okay.
Either.
Can you put us on? Can you put us? Can you put us on? Or we can turn a little bit, maybe? Turn towards the middle.
Hold on, hold on. We are good. So 1, 2, 3. So, yeah, don't be sorry. All right.
All right, then.
Hello.
Congratulations.
Thank you all for coming. Congratulations. Good luck with your study. And you're all so young.
I think the lighting suddenly a little better.
Yeah. Please.
Okay, we'll do.
I finished a lot of current. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Now we're down to. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I let them go. Yes. Set them free. Set them free. Okay, we're next. Public comments. I guess we don't have any. We skipped that item. So approval of board meeting minutes of June 10th, 2021. We have a motion to accept.
I will motion.
I will second. Any corrections, questions? Okay, hearing none, we should call the roll, please. Trustee Sykes?
Yes.
Trustee Woodley?
Yes.
Trustee Wilhoit? And Supervisor Conrad? Yes. Okay, next, can I have a motion to approve a special board meeting minutes of June 18th, 2021? I second. Any questions? Pretty basic one. So, all right, you can call the roll. Trustee Wilhoit? Yes. Trustee Sykes?
Yes.
And Supervisor Conrad? Yes. Okay, next, committee meeting minutes. I need a motion to accept the meeting minutes from the POW, the committee of the whole dated June 30th. And that's over here.
I make a motion.
We don't have the minutes for public comment.
I make a motion to accept the minutes.
Okay.
Second.
No, Chelsea wasn't there.
So motion.
There we go. All right, good. Okay.
No problem.
All right, any questions? Okay, hearing none, Lucy, will you call the roll, please? Trustee Sykes.
Yes.
Trustee Ewing. Yes. Supervisor Thomas. Yes. And you abstain. Okay, Lucy, will you read the board audit from June 8th, 2021 to July 2nd, 2021?
Okay. Total general town fund, $31,804.57. Total general assistance, $828.09. Total general road fund, $8,813.86. Total permit road, $10,555.07. Total park, $11,947.68. Total cemetery, $166.17. Total payroll, $144,980.40. Total of all funds, $209,095.85.
84 cents.
84 cents.
We'll look at the motion first.
Oh, wait.
I motion.
I'll second.
Okay. Yep.
Under expenditures, because information technology, I think that's the Microsoft Office.
What page are you on?
Sorry,
Oh, wait, you're under the revenue expenditures at the top, Heather?
revenue expenditures.
Okay, and under what category?
128.
Fund one?
Yeah, expenditures on the bottom left.
Fund one, it was 1- what?
565.
Oh, you're on 565, okay.
11565.
Oh, sorry, 11,
I think that's the Microsoft.
probably, yes.
And then the community service credit.
Some of that would have been Susan's party, maybe. And then there'd be something else in there, because we didn't spend that much.
And then the next page, the treasurer,
Yep,
is that going to continue?
no,
And then 2 pages later, revenue and expenditure report, column 8. Number 3-0-10.
and we only get the 3-1,
3-0,
yep,
10.
410, yes.
Miscellaneous income.
Mm-hmm. Well, we budgeted 5,000 for income, and we took in more.
So it's just all income.
That's all income.
Okay, so it's just this year's.
Yes,
This is general.
right, general road, miscellaneous income, but it would, but the cities that we, or the municipalities we do work with are listed separately. And I'm trying to remember why we got,
I just wasn't sure if that was
Is there any
labor or.
copies, anything that happened?
We have no copies there.
Anything?
I was looking at what was brought in from the
municipalities.
municipalities.
Mhm.
Less than that, so I just wasn't sure, like, is labor not broken out on anything else? Or-
Whenever we get a check from Long Road for doing work, it's labor and product, all goes into that. In, as far as income, yes.
Okay, so this,
Labor is not broken out of that.
okay,
Parts would go below in its own category.
so the miscellaneous is not from any municipalities, they're all listed below,
Correct.
so include that income.
Trying to think of what we got in this one. There was an unusual check for, we did some work for and that's what it is, I'm almost positive. We did some work for a homeowners association, and I don't know if Mike's going to answer that question, because you weren't here maybe, when that was done. Because I even questioned, why did we get a check from that particular organization? Because I don't recall them, they're not a municipality, I didn't understand. And it was because there was some deal that we worked out with the municipality to do it. It was something we could do, and they paid us directly. Are you,
I believe you're correct. Which HOA it was, I'm not sure, but I know that they were talking about.
Yes.
Check from the HOA.
yes, they would send directly versus coming from the municipality because they were not paying for it.
It just was a lot of money.
I know, it was, but that was the only place to put it.
Okay, no, that, just.
I can get you the HOA name, but I don't know off the top of my head, I'm sorry.
And what is it for? Just.
Was it tree work?
The trees and.
I'm not sure if it was tree or if it was drainage. I could,
Oh, could
I
be
can find out
drainage.
tomorrow though.
Yeah, it's just interesting. It was.
And it was, that's why I questioned it before I
Yeah.
deposited.
No, and that's just a question.
But it was, yeah, that was maybe 2 weeks ago. I don't remember exactly what it was. Yeah, that's what it was, the one was positive. Okay, we'll double check tomorrow, and let you know. Okay, anything else? Anybody else?
For DK,
Yes?
yeah.
Are you asking to vote?
I'm taking them.
Oh, she's taking a
Oh,
vote.
yeah.
Nobody else has questions? Okay, we're good. All right, we'll
I
call the roll.
do appreciate you asking the questions, when I first came on the board. I was doing
And that's fine, that's what.
100% appreciate.
That's my role as country.
Exactly. Exactly. That's important thing you have.
Let's see, you're allowed.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, trustee Sykes,
Yes.
supervisor Condon,
Yes.
and trustee Bill White, and trustee Vaughn was there.
All right, I'm gonna flag my page, so I'm gonna check that out tomorrow. Okay? Right, you and I will get an answer, right? All right, sounds good. Next, monthly updates from elected officials, department heads, and township manager. Well, I already gave my spiel about, the historical society, which I thought was kind of interesting. I listened to half of it today. It was really, I learned a lot already just listening to the first couple of steps. So that was fun. Take a look at that. I want to welcome Sarah Marks to our township, social work department. Yes, she started on Tuesday, and so welcome. Glad to have you. Other than that, I know our banner is up at the community
Oh, yeah,
center.
okay.
It's up, went up today, thank you. Getting that done. I think that's all you have. Okay, what reports? Okay.
And it's not really less than I can go over and we have a meeting next week. But on the YouTube report,
Joe, I can help if I maybe.
it just says, the total country people signed up to District 95 schools. And that's awesome. It's just, it's very big centric. Do we ever reach out to like students and such too? No, I'm sorry, students and other schools.
The school, we only advertise to District 95.
But we do cover district, parts of District 94.
That's the problem with Boston.
Yeah.
That's why they don't usually come. They have nowhere to get.
Yeah, I figured, I was just thinking maybe for like homework covers or stuff, because with charity, I think they do a lot of volunteer work for students and stuff, so I think it might be, you know, I'll bring it up in our community.
We can, the only, like I said, the only issue is getting in here, like, right now, the sub-paying is easy because they drop off right next
I
door.
think I'm
right there.
like helping teachers, like,
Oh.
helpers and stuff.
Yeah, we're not doing the tutoring
In
anymore.
the past, we did have something,
Okay, yeah, I'll bring it up. in the
yeah,
community.
and they drove.
Right, yeah, because they,
Well, the parents have to pick them up and bring them, and sometimes that's the issue because the parents have to
if
work.
they're tutoring.
She's talking about tutoring.
We're not tutoring anymore. At home. No.
Right now, but just,
At the moment, we're not.
Right, at the moment.
In the past, we have had.
yeah, they could just do it for the fall. You know, even online, because a lot of them do it just online.
They do.
Hopefully, over the course of next year,
Yeah.
start to get back to the things.
Yeah,
Right,
well,
right, right.
but pre-COVID, we weren't doing tutoring. We were all doing the COVID, we were all doing tutoring.
We always have test volunteers.
Yeah, oh yeah, they volunteer.
We have the volunteers from the lakes or and from students.
Whoever wants to volunteer can volunteer.
And we have them from.
Right, but I thought you meant to be a student.
We have quite a few seniors.
I just wanted to just make sure that we're covering all the communities.
We have some retired teachers in the senior thing, but
They help.
That's
with that too.
That's us, I just, like I said, I want to make sure we're covering everything and not too much. Just, if they can do it.
Right.
Okay.
Sure. John Barrington couldn't be here tonight, so I have his report. Ela assessment notices will go out in the mail at the end of July. The real estate market has been strong, but not across the board. I don't know, reassessments, no, I'm sorry, have been strong. This is not making sense now that I'm rereading it. No across the board reassessments this year, that's what it meant. We made a few corrections and added new property and permit work. Everyone will receive roughly a 1% adjustment. Okay, Chauncey, do you have any report?
No, only thing is we're gonna meet next week, on Wednesday, right, 8:30, our team, so. What's that? For youth and seniors, yeah, with Susan. Yeah.
You don't have a date yet.
Yeah, we do, July 14th at 8:30 a.m. at the community center.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Joel, any report?
I just second, welcome Sarah to the township, glad to have you on board. Last Thursday, we had our first highway committee meeting, the new term. Highway committee meeting, so I want to thank Mike and our friend Jeff Meyer. That was an incredibly productive meeting for me. I really appreciate the questions that we were able to get answered. The first meeting we've ever had like that, so almost 2 hours long. I have my notes in the next report, talking back and taking what happened to that day. But I appreciate it. We talked through several different items. Tonight, but I appreciate being able to have a meeting like that and really get some more personal insight into I look forward to continuing on.
So Polly, any comment?
Well, just welcome Sarah. I was down checking her out.
Okay.
Meeting her, found out where she is and how many animals and how old her daughter is and who takes care of her. I didn't talk to her for 2 minutes, so yeah. She's glad to have you.
Now everyone else knows.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, Lori, any report?
Welcome, Sarah. Please, we're going to have our first meeting.
So, Jane, I don't know what
No, we just.
Okay, all right. We're gonna be there, don't we?
Yeah, she said, can she say something? Yeah.
I just want to say thank you guys for hiring me and giving me the opportunity. I am super stoked about being here and getting started. I inherited a really good staff too, so I have two really amazing people to work with me and helping me out, showing me around. So I just want to say thank you, and I'm really excited. So.
Okay, Mike, would you like to give your report?
Sure.
Does it have anything to do with the report you put in the packet?
Besides the report I put in the packet,
That's what she wants to know.
She's got.
no, not really.
Okay, report.
Some things have changed though, because when Agnes typed this up, she typed this up before she left on vacation, and some things have changed. I did meet with John Lebedo from the Village of Barrington about the upcoming maintenance projects for their village. We've been doing a lot of right-of-way mowing for them. And I believe last year they didn't want any mowing done. So they're getting nothing but complaints now because of overgrown grass and trees and weeds. And we've been talking about the dead trees in their village. They've got a lot of dead trees, and we get calls almost every weekend for a dead tree that's fallen, blocking the road. We got to go out and cut it up and remove it. The problem is their village arborist doesn't want any of those trees removed, even though they're dead. And now John Lebedo wants them removed. So we're having a little bit of issue there. we're starting to work it out. He wants to get more and more involved, and I think he's going to get her on board more. She stopped our mowing crew a couple times, questioning why they're mowing so far back, and they're just mowing the right of ways like they should be.
And this is who now?
I believe her name is Susan Allman,
And she's the,
the village arborist.
oh, arborist, okay.
Yes.
That's what you just said. I guess I was curious when the first sentence, I was wondering what we were doing about getting approval for dead or dying trees. I didn't know what we were doing. I didn't say removal. So I'm glad you clarified.
Yeah, she doesn't want them, even though they're dead, they don't want them removed, but they're falling and they're gonna,
Yeah, and you're gonna,
somebody's gonna get hurt.
yeah,
So
fall in the car.
eventually they're gonna have to be taken down.
Okay.
I had the opportunity to learn how to use the striping machine during the restriping of the community center and the historical society parking lot, which I really enjoy. Hey, now, stop. Yes, I did enjoy it. Unfortunately, Brett doesn't want to work with me anymore because he gets covered in more paint than I do, so.
Or the road, you mean, or the road? More
I
paint?
like the one at the baseball game, Carl putting the line up.
On the commercial, yes, that's what I look like. I did. That's why I got to do the parking lots, because they're getting seal
Redone
coated.
again. They're getting redone.
Yeah,
again.
so then, all my mistakes get covered up. As far as resumes and scheduling interviews, we had 2 very qualified candidates. Unfortunately, the one that was the most qualified was looking for a lot more money than what we were going to pay. So we did hire the second highly qualified candidate, and he's starting on Monday. Unfortunately, we lost one of our employees. He put in his 2 weeks. He's leaving for a better opportunity with the Village of Libertyville. So we're going to be searching again. And besides that, our highway employees have been out busy trimming trees, maintaining all the roads and clearing and maintaining drainage throughout the township. Our one employee that's leaving is probably our best excavator operator. And we've got a lot of drainage projects that we're trying to get wrapped up before he leaves. We got a big one at Kildare, about 247 foot of pipe and ditch that we're ditching. So we're trying to get that should be wrapped up by tomorrow, and then try to get another squeezed in before he leaves.
Okay.
That's all I got.
So that'll be the qualifications for the next employee, I'm guessing.
We can only hope.
Listen, can learn quick.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And it's just a general question, but in your report, you said you're busy tree trimming, maintaining roads, maintaining drainage. If you had, and this is just for being 9 how I think it is, if you would say like in the past month, you trimmed 15 trees, you could do infographics, and that would kind of help get the message across on what your township's doing for the community. You know?
It's kind of hard because there might be a week that we don't do any tree work.
But I'm just saying, like, if maybe a county, just in its generalization, it would be fine, like, if you had, you know, if it's too much of the same, we get it, but a visual thing, whenever you do like infographics, and helps people see and realize the value of your township, you know, so, you know, if you have a side street, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like our right-of-way mowing in Barrington. We're documenting all the streets that we do for John Lobato, so he has records. So one of the residents calls and says, you know, when's my street getting done? And we can tell him it was done last week. And
It's interesting.
okay.
Anything else for Mike? Okay. And Sarah, we're not expecting a report from you since we've only been here 3 days, so we're getting ready. So I have no report from Susan since she's out. She's on some Zoom or meeting with long distance travel, I think, tonight. That's scheduled somehow. So anyway, so Will, the report.
Thank you, Supervisor. So just starting with the staffing update, I'll echo the warm welcome from the board for Sarah starting with us as our new Community Family Services Director. Sarah hailed from Oak Park Township, so very glad to have her here, and looking forward to the great things that we all know and trust that she'll be able to do. So hiring continues for multiple departments. Administration department is seeking a part-time finance payroll assistant still. Mike kind of gave a review over highway department. So we hired one, but lost one. So hopefully we'll be filling less holes in the future. Community Family Services, we were looking at hiring a part-time social worker, but we might be putting a pause on that since this report was written. So just wanted to give everyone an update on that. As we continue to assess, we'll make the determination here in the near term. But that'll likely be a discussion point at the next Community Family Services Committee meeting. And then otherwise, I just would announce that our new chef started today. So I'm sure Susan is glad to be getting out of the kitchen and even getting behind another Zoom call. So
Where did y'all find the chef?
I believe he worked for another senior living facility in Ela Township. Yeah.
Because across the board, it's tough to find chefs.
It is.
Yeah.
So we're looking forward to seeing what dishes he comes up with and how he can, obviously make that a cost-effective program similar to how our former chef Lynn made it in the past.
His menu is already set though for the next month, because it already been advertised.
Correct. Yeah. So
The menu's made, he just has to come up with a menu. Because I think it was made for him.
That's what I'm saying, he's already added that one for now, for the next month, because it's already advertised and already cut the money for it.
Yeah.
So,
right. Next, our Knox Park Community Survey was released on Friday, June 18th. At the June Parks Committee meeting, it was decided that we wanted to gauge the community's input for parks-related sports courts and amenities to assist the staff and board in order to determine the best fit recreation inclusions that were based upon the community's needs within our area of Ela Township. The survey is going to be able to be accessed via the township's website and also on Facebook up until Friday, July 16th, which will not be tomorrow, but the following Friday. We are planning on having a reminder post just to see if we can get a few more votes in via Facebook. But right now we're hovering around 100 votes, or sorry, 100 responses. Thank
And
you.
we can share the link on our page, right? If
Absolutely.
we want to. Okay.
Absolutely. Yes.
Maybe ask the share online.
We did not, pursue other communities to share it on theirs. But that's something that we can certainly consider in the future. Sure.
And Hawthorne Woods does one too. It's
Okay.
very active.
So that's something we can have emailed to them as well. For this one, I'm not sure if they'll be able to include it in any format at this point, but for future, we'll make sure to include them on that as well. Thank you. Otherwise, our 2021 parking lot improvements bid was released on Thursday, July 1st by our engineering firm, Gaywall Hamilton Associates. The bid opening is now scheduled to take place on Thursday, July 15th. We're anticipating the board to vote on it on the cow date. So we'll have a special, so we'll have a special board meeting for that.
What time is the bid open?
The bid opening, I believe, is at 10 o'clock, but I'll verify that for you. Yep.
he lives next door, he works next door.
I put the grass up on the wall.
So the parking lot improvement project is in compliance with the 2021 parking lot 10-year improvement plan that was recently accepted by the board at the June 2021 Township Board meeting. The project primarily involves two work types at 3 different township sites, including Knox Park, Lake Zurich Cemetery, and Ela Township Community Center. First is removal of select pavement systems, ground excavation, base aggregate installation and prep, new HMA hot mix asphalt for those unfamiliar with that acronym, pavement cross sections, as well as pavement markings. And the second work type will include crack sealing, seal coating, and pavement markings. Otherwise, I did want to mention, it's not on my report in case Lucy are listening. At our MTA quarterly meeting yesterday, they will be having another MTA symposium coming up. It is scheduled for September 25th, and that will go from 8:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. So you can start marking your calendars. They're planning on having that set up in 2 different work sessions. The topics should be released here shortly, but I'll have that information for our board as information becomes available.
Is that at Hanover Township again?
It will be at Hanover Township, and the next MTA meeting is planned to be in person.
Okay, great.
So,
That issue, the 25th is at the Hawkins Family Funhouse.
Saturday.
The 25th, yeah. We have it on Friday. It goes till about noon.
Yeah.
You guys are members, I guess.
We are members,
right?
yeah. We're members, everybody can go.
Symposium. So they have for Metropolitan Township Association. So they will have some professional trainings specific related to townships.
The former township officials, like we have in Springfield, we don't want to, no. They're smaller, they're bigger.
Yeah, so the MTA primarily focuses on metro townships. So I believe there are 23 members in 5 counties. It should be correct. Yep.
Because we have different things that apply to us, and doesn't apply to down south, so it's just a different organization that, you know, we can learn from, and work together, and to have the same issue versus working with someone who's in the South County or down south. So, yeah.
Correct. So, yeah, absolutely. Can I answer any questions for any other board members at this time?
No, but you report is very good.
All right. Well, thank you very much. All right. I'm going to turn it back over to Supervisor Tremblay.
Okay, thank you. Next, move on to new business. I want to make a note that under item number 13, we have, it is not a village of Grand Township, that was a typo, so it should say village. It should say agreement with Grant Township Road District. And then I wanted to know if anybody had objection to taking a one vote for all intergovernmental agreements with the different townships and villages on the sharing of equipment for number 11 through 18. Anybody have any objection? I have no objection. Okay, and then the only thing that I wanted to point out is that number 12, yeah, 12, which is this Fremont Township Road District. We just need to add Fremont Township Road District to the second line that we left off. Under Fremont Township, the second 11. Oh, no, Fremont Township is 12. 12. Oh, yeah. And the second line should be between Fremont Township Road District, should be considered in that. Otherwise, everything else is all the same. If I got it. Okay, so there was no objection. So can we have a motion? We can get all this to approve intergovernmental agreements with Cuba Township Road District, Fremont Township Road District, Grant Township Road District, Libertyville Township Road District, Vernon Township, Village of Hawthorne Woods, Village of Lake Zurich, and the Township, I'm sorry, Wakanda Township Road District.
Motion?
Anybody have any questions on any of that? It's just one word that I think we're good with.
I would say.
Okay, it was amended.
There is a technical amendment.
Okay,
Yeah, but it is correct on the forms. On the original.
the actual agreements are correct.
Oh, the agreement.
Yeah, the agreement is correct. It's just a typo in the agenda. Yeah, it's just a typo. Oh, that one, that's true. That one's amended too. You're right. You're right. You're right. I was saying to the yeah, that's what I thought you meant. Yes, you're right. As amended. Okay, we're still okay with the motions and the seconds with that? Okay. You can also roll. I'm going to do computer.
No, I'm right now.
Okay, good.
Okay. Trustee Sutton.
Yes.
Trustee Wilmer. And trustee Kay. Yes. And Supervisor Thomas.
Yeah,
And trustee Bowman is correct.
correct. Okay. Next on the agenda, replacement compressor for second floor of Eagle Historical. Can I have a motion to approve the purchase of a new compressor from Sherman Mechanical at a cost not to exceed $1,849?
Second.
Trustee Wilbur.
Any questions?
Any discussion?
We all kind of agreed that we would. Yeah, and that's fine, you're right, yes. To repair it versus replace it. Because Kelsey wasn't there, so. Your information,
Okay. Before you play.
Yes.
Trustee Sykes?
Yes.
Trustee Rose Congo?
yes. Okay, last but not least, the 2021 summer newsletter. The one in your book, that printed copy, before we realized that we were missing some of Will's changes that. So the one you were just given is really, really close to being final copy. I found one typo. And then we want to change just a sentence or two in the highway department because it mentions our intergovernmental agreements more than once, and I thought it might be cumbersome, so I thought we might just correct that little area, but other than that, I think this one's our final version.
Just wanted to ask that, it's just showing one.
Okay. If you find time and you want to look at it, I'm sure this probably won't go out till Monday, but we'll set a date for Monday to go out. Yeah, as you can tell, I made my note there. And then there was one other one I made, or hour on the bottom of page of the highway department. The or to the hour office. So, and then I went just to reread that highway department section. Other than that, I think it's good to go. So if anybody has any questions, otherwise we'll take a motion to approve
Motion.
with some minor edits, right? The motion is okay? Okay, the minor edits. You have a motion? Second? Okay.
Trustee Sykes?
Yes.
Trustee Wilbur? You forgot VK.
Yes.
Supervisor Fund.
Yeah,
And trustee Bowman.
correct. Okay, anybody have any reason to go into executive session? Okay, hearing no response, we have a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Receiving color, okay. Trustee Wilbur? Before VK. Trustee Sykes? Supervisor Fund.
Yes.
And trustee Bowman. Wait.
Yes. Is that what she said?
Oh. Trustee Sykes.
No, you told me. You told me.
But he didn't respond, he just went right into call back. We're good.
I can't see what I can hear.
All right, meeting adjourned, 7:26.